My most recent release on my main channel, There's Something Wrong with My AI Girlfriend's Face, was created by an expert-level animator, an expert-level music producer, and an expert-level lyricist. And together, we created something that none of us would have been able to create by ourselves. The people that I made this video with were all people that I knew in real life, and all people that I greatly respect the work of. I like their stuff, and because I know them in real life, I actually enjoy their work more. I'm invested in their success. More broadly, I've moved to Toronto recently, and I've started a community of creatives in the area. They come by, they co-work together. I'm telling you this because artists seem to me to be in a pretty bad spot right now in terms of community. And I am making this video almost begging you to make your art and the way you make your art more pro-social. There is an insane amount of talent lingering around right now. And those people, those talented people, are desperate for a place to be and somewhere to direct their work to. And you can be the person that organizes these people and combines their talents into unique ways. Not only is doing this not that hard, it is actually disproportionately powerful in terms of the value you produce for the people who are in that community that you're creating. It is disproportionately rewarding because nobody is doing it. When I made this community in Toronto and started inviting these successful people to the studio, you would expect there to be a lot of competition for what I'm offering. And there wasn't, because nobody is doing it. Everyone's isolated, everyone's alone, everyone wants more people in their network to help, to have peers that they enjoy the work of, to also enjoy their work. I did it because I'm neurotic. I'm a neurotic mess, and little problems that kind of pass in and out of the thoughts of most people are huge to me, and I just stare at them until I solve them. So that's a rare neuroticism W in terms of creating community here. I'll give myself that. Community isn't optional. It's not something that's nice to have. It is absolutely essential that you have it. If you are making art and you don't know anybody that enjoys your art, or if you are consuming art and you don't know anybody whose art you are consuming, if you don't have any mentors or any kind of guidance or map for how to succeed at what you are doing, you can still succeed. You're just playing it on hard mode for some reason. You toggled it to hard without even knowing. And I'm making this video just to bring some awareness to the fact that you're playing it on hard mode. Okay? You can make it alone. You just shouldn't want to. I'm really getting sick of how collectively, unconsciously sick we all are. Like, we have this vision of an artist who is alone, a great man with a great gaming PC or whatever, and they're just perfecting their craft little by little until they make the perfect piece of work. I am sick of watching talented people think that if they just look at their computer screen alone another 3 hours a day, then they'll finally get good enough to have art worth perceiving. No, you're not going to do it. You're not going to make it alone. And again, even if you make it alone, why would you want that? Community has problems. There will be tensions between personalities, uncomfortable situations. I want you to have those problems, though, because those are way better problems to have than not having any community. You need people to share your successes and failures with. You need to have people you can pool your resources together with. You need that, okay? That's not optional. And that might mean getting rid of some of your copes. It might mean realizing you're not quite as introverted as you thought you were, or as antisocial as you believe yourself to be. I am sick of how unconsciously sick we all are. World's sick, you're sick, I'm clearly very sick, but I do know what I'm talking about here. The point of art is to be shared with people. Not just with yourself, okay? Other human beings. That's why you're making art. There is a case to be made that, you make art for yourself, and I don't not believe you, but it's like, language is for you, but it's mostly for other people, okay? You're confusing your internal monologue with all of language. So before you dedicate the next year to becoming 10% better at your craft, maybe make a friend first, if you don't have that. Okay, maybe make one friend that enjoys your work and gives you feedback about your work. And then enjoy their work and give them feedback about their work. If you can do that, I would say you could be 10% worse at your craft, and that's still going to be better for you in the long run. We are all making art in inherently unfamiliar, hostile, psychic territory for people we'll never meet to feed a machine that does not have our best interests at heart. Okay? If you hear all of this and you still want to do it alone, go ahead. Do it alone. Play on hard mode. But you don't have to play on hard mode. Making art is difficult. Making successful art is even more difficult, and doing all of that alone is nearly impossible. Not only is it hard to do it alone, you shouldn't even want that. The road you are walking is littered with bones, and most of them died alone. It shouldn't have to be this hard, but it is. Make it a little less hard for yourself and the people around you. That's it. I'm doing calls on my Patreon. You can spend $500 for the month and I'll call you 4 times, once a week for an hour each. And I'll give you deadlines for your own self-described goals, which we'll also talk about. It's a kind of an attempt at providing mentorship as well and giving you a more specific frame. I'm still going to be posting free stuff on this channel, which is more abstract advice. This is more if you want something specific, tailored to you over a longer period of time. If you can't afford that, or if there's no slots left by the time that you see this, guess what? You can do this right now for free by just reaching out to a friend, enjoying their work, have them enjoy your work, and then give feedback and deadlines for each other. Or find someone you like who's a little older than you and has some wisdom on you and ask to be their mentee. You will be surprised how many people actually want that and don't even know it until you suggest it.